What's up, Eric Williams? What's up? Hope you guys are having a good evening. Feel free to hang out, relax, chill out a bit. First game of the night, hoping just to place. What's up, Jai? What's up? How's the audio, you guys? Been working on getting everything settled with OBS the last 3 days. I think I've got it fine-tuned. I figured I'd hear it from somebody if the game sounds are overpowering the mic sounds. Missed that big time. Jeez, hitting everything. How's the Friday for everybody? Oh, shoot. I took one glance over to the comments and lost track of where I was. Almost ended up in the drink. Yeah, didn't play that very well. Oh, having a great evening, enjoying your chat. Appreciate that, Eric. Audio is very amazing. No, the game sound is, and the mic sound is on point. Glad to hear your Friday's good, Eric. In 2 more weeks, what's going on in 2 weeks? You guys think it's worth me doing the research on how to multi-stream vertical and horizontal at the same time? It's an option I have with OBS, apparently. Oh, Nintendo Switch 2 or a 49cc dirt bike. I feel ya. What's the cost difference? Switch 2 is fun, but I'm sure a dirt bike would be also. I haven't had a system myself 20 years. Last husband was a Nintendo Advantage. Was it the Advantage? I don't know. One of those handhelds. Used it for a little bit, but then both my boys ended up getting like Xboxes. And then I kind of lost touch with gaming. So I'm just back into it now with the Switch 2. Love it. Nintendo makes things so easy to jump right back into Mario Kart. I haven't been into Mario Kart in so many years, but it's so fun. No matter what your skill level, like everybody's just in the game no matter what, right? You don't have to be really good. Now you have to be good to win, but you're always in the mix, no matter what your skill level is. And I love that about the way they're designed. I've never had a dirt bike, so I don't think I can weigh in. I shot that off too early. Well, I would have lost it anyways there, huh? I'm sitting on 2 other games I need to be playing just to get used to them and check them out, but I just have so much fun picking this Mario Kart World up and just playing for a little bit. It's just kind of mindless stuff. Oh, I lost by a fraction of a second. Cost difference is the dirt bike only cost me $319.49 and the Nintendo Switch 2 will be $599. I wish I could buy both. Nintendo Switch 2 console. Yeah, I wish you could buy both too so you didn't have to choose. You live in Eric, do you live in an area that you can be out enjoying the dirt bike most of the time? I mean, Nintendo Switch 2 is an all-time playing thing. You can do that whenever. Dirt bike is when the weather's good. My nephew's had a couple dirt bikes, I think. Enjoyed it. Do you know when is Nintendo gonna port Nintendo Switch 2 games over to the Nintendo Switch 1? I don't. I would say the only place I would probably get that information would be on Reddit. I did, when I got the Nintendo Switch 2, I did subscribe to the Switch 2 Reddit, or the subreddit. So I stay on top of the news that way. But I've got a lot of friends that just have the Switch, and I would love to be playing this with them. Or I guess I can get Mario Kart 8. But damn, the games are... I just got Smash Brothers to play with a friend of mine yesterday. That was like $60. Wish I had a bigger budget for the channel. But we'll get there. My channel's new. All 5 of my channels are new. But I'm going to get them all built up. Don't you worry. I hope. Just turned 50 this year. Quit my job. Officially, as of this week, actually, just talked to my boss a few days ago. Said, I think it's about time to start YouTube. Develop YouTube channels. Yes, sounds crazy, I know. But not the first time that I've developed a couple channels. I'm taking what I've learned before over on Instagram and TikTok, what I didn't like about what I was doing before. I'll apply it to try to develop YouTube, do the best I can. Baby steps, right? Start from 0. And then working my way to my next goal is to hopefully get this channel up to 200 subscribers. I think I'm 15 people away or something. Working hard, making content, interacting with everybody, hanging out with cool people that want to just have a good time and bring some good energy and positivity into this world. Jeez, you know? So much shit going on, but people being hateful for no reason. Oh, you're in Illinois. Well, hold up. I'll have to read what you're writing there. Give me a minute to not qualify. Looks like I'll be reading your comments here shortly. I'm not doing too well on this map. Yeah, I'm having a blast. you know, being creative again and doing things that I'm just super interested in with each of the channels. This one here, the TSP Total Entertainment, allows me to do not only kind of gaming, I just added that to it, but talking about movies, TV, music. Are there other people doing stuff like that? Yeah, of course there are. But I want to kind of carve out my own area. You know, develop good little community of people that we're all kind of into the same stuff and have fun stuff to talk about, discuss. Just dropped my youngest off at school, and he and I were playing this every single day. We'd steal 30 minutes here and there, play a little Mario Kart, and then when we dropped him off, I haven't really been playing. Kind of got depressed about it. I guess I could plug my other channels while we're waiting for me to get eliminated. So we've got this entertainment channel. I've got a DIY channel that I started that is me fixing stuff around the property, around the house, and then all Milwaukee tool stuff. Big fan of Milwaukee tools. Don't know how to use all of them. Don't know really how to fix a lot of stuff either, but I have a DIY channel. Isn't that weird? But I take you on my journey of figuring out how to do things around the house and they break. And then hopefully share that information with other people. All right, now we're eliminated. Lafayette, Illinois. Yeah, watch getting in trouble with the police doing that. Not only just getting in trouble doing that stuff, but that gets expensive. I just say that as a parent. So you got to play that smart. Oh, you lost your Mario Kart 8. I mean, people love that game. I don't think I've ever played it, but I know people are like, oh, especially since this game has come out, people are like, oh, this is trash. Mario Kart 8's so much better. And I'm like, come on. They can both be really good. I think they're just trying to stand out and trying to get people to watch their video or something. But I'd love to get Mario Kart 8 if I could play with some other people. August 15th. What level? What? Where would I find that level? Oh, Delta Force. I saw that. That looks pretty cool. The first-person shooters, as cool as they look, and I mean, there was one I think called Black Hawk Down, or that was taking place at the Black Hawk Down event I saw last year, or the end of last year, or something, that I was trying to get my kid to download it. I just don't have the hand-eye coordination to play it, but I would watch my kid if they played it. But yeah, that Delta Force one looked pretty cool. Oh, you just turned 39. I thought you were... At first, I was like, oh, shoot. I didn't see the 3 on that. Yeah, it's funny. The second you mention a dirt bike, trying to decide getting a dirt bike or the Switch 2, I was like, that sounds like a Missouri boy. It's my nephew, all his friends and stuff, you know, big country boys and stuff. They like going out mudding with their trucks, and they got dirt bikes and all that stuff. And I was like, that sounded like somebody that was a Missouri boy, but same thing, Illinois, Missouri. I'm in St. Louis, by the way. I wish you could find a way to swing getting both of them, though, dude. And it looks like things are just getting more expensive. Would they say, was it today? Was it PlayStation or Xbox raising their prices another $50 on the console? Shit's expensive already, and then these companies, they don't care. They're gonna make their money off the backs of us. But this is an entertainment channel. We're gonna keep it upbeat and have fun while we can. I did play Smash Brothers for the first time yesterday or the day before with my friend, so she made me get it. Kicked my butt. So I need to practice up. I'm trying to get her to do this online with me too. So she just has a regular Switch. I was going to say another thing with those first-person shooters, and the times that I would play like zombies, or we would play teams against my 2 boys, my wife and I'd get so frustrated, so mad, because my coordination isn't what it used to be, and I'm super competitive, and my kids just kick my ass. You know, all those years to where I let them win a few games as dad, you know, especially some of the sports games we would play. And then slowly over the years, you have to start playing a little harder, to the point to where now all of a sudden they're kicking your butt. And I know it's a game, and I know it's your kid, but I mean, I still get mad and frustrated. Like this summer, my youngest, before he went back to school, he had downloaded College Football 26, so we played as Mizzou and Ole Miss. So he's an Ole Miss kid right now. I graduated Mizzou, and he beat me 109 to 9, 109 to 9, and there was nothing that I could do to stop him. To the point to where I was so pissed that I was sure he was cheating, that he put in some code or he changed a setting, because there's no way I'm getting beat by 100 points in college football by him. There's no way. And I used to play college football on the, oh shit, I mean, this is a long time ago. I don't even know what year it was, because it's been gone for forever, right? I don't know where I was going with that story. Other than just to say that I don't like getting worked up and frustrated over a video game. And the great thing about Mario Kart is, as much as I curse really bad when I'm not streaming live, like I'm actually pretty good. But when it's me and my boy playing when he was home, I mean, the words and the things I would say, this game is, it's frustrating, but in a different way. Am I going to qualify? Get somebody right on my ass here. All right. I see you. I see you're right in there, Eric. I'm gonna have to. I'll be eliminated here shortly, and I'll take a look. Yeah. So, what were the other channels that I had? Of the 5, we talked about this one, the entertainment one. We talked about the DIY one. Got a food and eats one that I'm gonna develop. I've got it set up. I haven't really put a bunch of stuff out there yet. And then I've got a sports one I'm excited to get into. Again, that one's, it's set up. And I need to come up with how I want to, you know, what I want to do on those channels. And then the fifth channel I've got is the hub channel. So that's the channel that does, I put everything that I do on that channel. Well, I stumbled into that one. And then anything that doesn't fit into any of the other 4 channels will go on that hub channel also. So like when I interview people, talk to other people, if it's outside of these niches, it'll just go on the hub channel. That right now is my biggest, has the most following. I think it's got 600-700 people. But we'll get there. Slowly but surely. Make a move here. I don't think I'm going to be able to catch him. Still looking for my first overall victory in this game. I don't even think I placed. No, I got 4th. Dang it. All right, let's see here. Oh, you've got the OLED switch. I had thought about getting that last year. And then when they were talking about this one coming out, I was like, yeah, maybe I should save my money But do I really need the Switch 2? And as far as the level, I have no idea what level I'm on here. How would it say? I don't think I've done much to up my level, to be honest with you. Oh, you're from Michigan, though. Yeah, everybody's just raising prices. I feel silly getting upset playing a game, especially when I'm competing with my boys, because I want to win a few games too. You know, we're big into my oldest also. He's 20. So when we're all together, we usually have like big FIFA tournaments and stuff. And I'm always the patsy. They'll give me extra teams in the tournament because I can't compete. I'm always the first person out. I'm never in the finals. 10 years ago, I'd kill them. Now I can't even compete. Now they take pity on me. And sometimes I think they let me score a couple goals. And then I have to go walk it off. My wife rolls her eyes. But even though I'm playing online here on something like this, it's just, I'm competing. I want to win. I want to do better each time. But I'm having a blast. And it really is just kind of mindless stuff. The more I can detach my mind from reality, the better. That's probably a lot like most of you guys, too. When I first got this up going for streaming 2 days ago, I think, live streaming or whatever, one of the guys, what do you say, from Switzerland, super nice guy, helped me try to fix my settings on OBS here. And he was like, oh man, you need to have somebody moderating your comments. It's the Wild West. I was like, oh shoot, are you serious? I haven't had any problems, but I think I'm so small, so new that I'm kind of under the radar. Everybody that's stopped by have been fairly nice, talkative. I learned not to call out lurkers. Read about that today. You know, game or live streaming etiquette. People just want to watch, and if they're not in the comment section, they don't want to be talked to or acknowledged or called out. I'm like, okay, well, that's good to know. I just feel like I need to acknowledge and thank people that stop by or whatever, but maybe that's just being an old head and from an old time period or something. I don't know. But I appreciate anybody stopping by or just hanging out. Jesus. Gotta be 16th, huh? This is going to be rough finishing on this one. As nobody passes me, I should be all right. Made it through. Still have a lot to learn about my live streams, though. I know, like today I was doing a little research on how people have theirs kind of set up. So a few more things I got to read up on. But I think the gist of it, I think I got the bulk. Did they steal that mushroom from me? Made it. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. Passing somebody with red turtle shells is not a good move. Gonna make it. Let's see here. Oh, Eric's got College Football 25. I love playing college football, but again, I used to be so much better. I think I'm just more frustrated in being old and getting older. Does YouTube really pay you cash or check for streaming games or just having a YouTube channel? I need a way to make some extra cash other than once a month disability check. I am not monetized on YouTube yet. Now, when I was doing this for my gardening account, when I was a gardening persona, let's say, over on TikTok and Instagram. So I built up my TikTok account to about 50,000 people. Instagram I built up to about 10,000, and there are different ways to get paid through the platforms depending on what the promotion is. The most I ever made on Instagram, I believe, was about 800 a month, but it wasn't a sustainable thing every single month. And Instagram used to be a lot better at running various promotions every few months, where if you do certain things, if you hit certain markers, you'll make a couple $100 here, a couple $100 there. And then if you are part of like the, I think on TikTok, I forget what they called it, but where you can monetize your account, you get paid by the number, however many thousands of views that you get on your content. Problem is, once you monetize, they have control over throttling how many views that you see. So what's the benefit of them letting your account kind of take off naturally? Because they have to pay you more. So they'll throttle your account back. So there's actually a lot of people that will opt out of the monetization because it kills their channel. This is my first time dealing with YouTube, so I'll let you know that I'm actually doing a series as I'm setting up these channels, the things that I'm learning, things I struggle with, and I'm doing, you know, update videos every week and just kind of showing people, hey, you know, 50-year-old just quit my job to do YouTube. Follow along if you want to. So as far as monetizing YouTube, I don't know yet, because you have to get to 1,000 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. And I just started the channels a couple months ago, so I'm about halfway there. And I added the gaming, and I know they say, you know, doing a lot of the live stream gaming and stuff, you pick up a lot of followers also. So I was like, oh, you know, why don't I check that out? That's like that. Have you guys seen that train meme? I think it's a meme, right? The train that's going into the hole in the side of the mountain, and then it's that's what that reminded me of. 1997. That was 1997 was the year I graduated Mizzou. Me and my buddy would play. They had Bill Walsh's College Football 97 that we played on the Sega Genesis. And that's all he and I did, morning, noon, and night. And we would skip classes and just play that all the time. We would be like Mizzou versus, I don't know, probably he chose Mizzou also. We just kept playing each other. That was some good times though. Let me catch up on your comments there. Let me finish this map, Eric. I saw something about console. I saw something about losing something, and then something about weed. So I'm not a good multitasker. Are you by chance, you said something about disability or something. Are you by chance military? I know a friend of mine's trying to get 100% disability military. It's been a pain. Ah, dang it. Before I hopped on to play for a little bit, I was finishing up editing a video for this channel here, talking about my movie rating system that I've come up with. I love movies. I love keeping track of them and scoring them and all that good stuff. I use an app called Letterboxd to keep track of my movie watching, and I'll rate my movies that way. And I love the community there. It's just fun talking to other people about movies, reading their reviews on movies and stuff. But I'd come up with my own movie rating system, 1 through 5 stars. Something that is easy to rate movies consistently over time. I guess I can kind of fill you guys in on how that system goes. So my system's always based off of 50-50 questions to help you determine whether or not you just watched a 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, goes up to 5-star movies, right? So you come out of a movie, whether you watched it at home, gone to the theater or whatever, you ask yourself, did you like that movie? Would you watch it again? Easy. First thing you do. Did you like the movie? Would you watch it again? And those two things go hand in hand, because I don't think there's a movie that you like that you wouldn't watch again. And there's not a movie that you would say, well, I would watch that again, but you didn't like it. So that's why we say, okay, did you like the movie? Would you watch it again? If the answer is yes, you automatically have a 3-star movie right away. If your answer to that question is no, that's a 2-star movie. Okay? So let's say you answered that question, that initial question, did you like the movie? Would you watch it again? And you said yes. Well, what's the difference between a 3-star and a 4-star movie in my system? Well, for me, that 4th star comes with the question being asked, would I buy that movie? Would I spend my hard-earned money, which I don't have a lot of? I don't have a lot of discretionary income to just buy movies, buy video games, all that stuff. So did I enjoy that so much that I would want to buy it? Whether it's digital or Blu-ray, 4K disc, even DVD. Are you going to spend money to buy it if you liked it that much? If that's the case, you say yes to that answer, that's a 4-star movie you're dealing with. If you were like, no, I enjoyed it, I would watch it again, but I'm not spending my hard-earned money on it, then you're dealing with a 3-star movie. Make sense? So then you're like, okay, well, how do you determine what a 5-star movie is? How do you differentiate that between a 4-star, Brian? I'd be like, well, that's a great question. For me, my 5-star movies, I have set up, I can only have 10 5-star movies of all time. My mantle place of best movies ever is limited to 10 movies that I can give 5 stars to. And if I come across a movie, like for example, as a family, we just watched Inception again over the weekend before my kid went back to school. And I've been thinking about that movie ever since. Again, I've watched it half a dozen times. Such a great movie. Love it. I would definitely buy that. I don't have a physical copy of it. I don't have a digital copy of it. But if I had the money, I would buy it. So that's a for sure 4-star. And then I have to think, okay, well, shoot, that movie's really good. Is that a 5-star movie possibly? Well, in my movie rating system, if I'm considering Inception as a 5-star, it has to take place of one of my existing 5-star movies. How's that for accountability and having to give something up, right? Am I willing to take off one of my 5-star rated movies to make Inception a 5-star movie? And the movies I have as 5 stars right now, the 10 that I limit myself to, I'm not willing or ready to swap one out for Inception. So therefore, Inception is not a 5-star. That's my movie rating system. And then if you go back down to that original question, did you like the movie? Do you have a desire to watch it again? If the answer was no, then you go down to a 2-star movie. I think it's easy, simple. It makes sense. You can be consistent all the time with how you rate movies. And then you're not just arbitrarily just giving everything 5 stars just because you liked it. Oh, Eric's heading out to play Fortnite, looks like. I'd lost my weed in the bedroom. I can't find it, but I smell it. Gotta hate that when you lost your weed, but you can smell it, right? I always wanted a Sega Saturn. That was the one with the disc, right? Yeah, I had the Genesis. Not military. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, you're dealing with some dealt cards there that make it kind of hard. I'm sorry about that. But you're dealing with it, you know? Yeah, relationships that go sour and being a step parent and stuff, that's got to be hard. And sometimes things just, I mean, the outlook just sucks, right? And it's hard to be like, God, Friday. Can I just make it through Friday? But that's what you kind of have to look at it, man. I'm an introvert, antisocial. I don't socialize a lot. So I don't have a lot of people that I would say I depend on or whatever, but hopefully you've got, you know, at least 1 or 2 people in your life that, you know, when you need help or something, you got somebody that will stop, put down what they're doing and listen to you, you know? Yeah, man. I mean, that's normal. I mean, we all get down on ourselves for all kinds of shit. You know? For various different reasons or whatever. And you've got every right to, you know, you can have some down days, down time. Just keep things in perspective. I don't know, it's kind of hard. Sometimes like, man, the world's fucking sucks. Everything's shit. Price of McDonald's is like $10 for a burger or whatever. I mean, things that used to be cheap to get us by aren't cheap anymore. But I mean, that's, you know, kind of one of the reasons why I quit my job that I got back in last September. It was a part-time job. And so stupid. It's my problem is people management, dealing with other people. I just don't work well with other people in certain environments. Let's say I just don't work well with other people, and I would get so frustrated, so mad, so pissed off about just stupid things that don't make, in the grand scheme of things, I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing? All for what? $19 an hour? And I was like, are you telling me I can't develop some YouTube channels and just replace that amount of money a month? I mean, I'm fortunate that, you know, I've got my wife who I can also depend on also to, you know, insurance wise, and she brings in some money too. I've got a small business. I'm a photographer, videographer, doing content for like companies and photos for companies to like races and stuff like that. So I bring in a little bit of cash here and there, but I just got to the point with that job. I was like, I can't do it. It's not worth it. And then I'm fit. You know, I just turned 50. And the day that I decided that I was going to have to quit, I talked about it in my first video of that series of, you know, basically quitting my job for YouTube. I was white-knuckled driving home, and things were going white. Like, I felt like I was stroking out driving home, so pissed off at a job that I was making $19 an hour over stupid shit and dealing with some stupid people. And I was like, I got to get a grasp on things that matter. Because if this is how I'm going to go, if I'm dying of a stroke or a heart attack on my way home because of this stuff, that's not how I want to go out. So luckily I have a great relationship with my boss there. I talked to him a few months ago. I said, hey, this isn't, I don't think I can make it. I'll stay here as long as you guys need me to, until you find a good replacement that you guys are happy with, and then I'm gonna book it out. And then this last couple weeks is kind of the transition out. And then I just talked to him. I think I told you guys that. I think I just talked to him a few days ago, and I said, I think this is a good time to just make it official. And then ever since, actually ever since the car episode where I was like, I'm not gonna stay here very much longer. I'm gonna do YouTube. I've been busting ass on YouTube. If anybody's thinking about, you know, trying to do the same thing, I support you. I will help, give you tips, tell you things that I've done wrong. But it's a long game. And it's one that you have to have a thick skin, and you have to be able to not let what other people think about you affect you. Oh, you got a controlling family? Yeah, you got to have other people that are in your life that are thinking about you. It may piss you off. It may be annoying and stuff, but hopefully they have good intentions and they're trying to help you out. But everybody gets frustrated with everybody. Where'd all the under-the-table jobs have gone to ever since COVID-19? Seems like everything has gone downhill. Yeah, as far as like I don't know, man. Yeah, there was a time where I was telling people I was making $20 an hour, but I was rounding up, and I'm like, what am I make like 1947, whatever that number was. And look, I wasn't making the money to put food on the table or anything. Okay? This is extra time during the week that I had that my wife and I were like, why don't you go get a part-time job? You can do kind of like, 20, 25 hours. Continue doing what you're doing with your business. And then some other things I had going on. I tried it. I tried to be a good sport about it, but I couldn't do it. Could not do it. Eric, I appreciate you hanging out, man. I mean, definitely know you are not alone in, the struggles and just the frustration and all that. Everybody's got some shit going on. That's something I got to keep in my head too. And, some of the people I got into some altercations at work, let's just say. Of which I'm very adult in trying to fix those as well. I'm very much I'll speak to you man to man. Let's work this out. And on one of the guys, we had a little altercation, and then I talked to him one night. And I said, hey, let's sit down and talk this out man to man. And we got it worked out. And the thing is, he didn't know anything that I had going on. I didn't know anything he had going on. But we both had shit going on that unfortunately we carry with us, that, when things weigh on you, your patience, goes thin sometimes depending on the day. And like a perfect storm, like when he and I got into it, that it's just so happened that was a bad time for both of us. But we talked it out, and I think he ended up getting fired at some point for something. I don't know. But I felt kind of bad because I was like, I had just made amends with him. But I was so pissed at him for a while. And I was like, what? Over what? Just stupid shit. And again, it all comes back to, are you telling me I can't figure out a way to monetize YouTube and at least, the very least, recover $19 an hour on YouTube at some point? I can do that. I'm a creative enough person. I can figure out how to do that. I'll let you guys know. You guys subscribe to my TSP Hub channel. That's where that series is. The playlist is almost right at the very top. Quit my job for YouTube. And that particular series is not meant to be a negative one or one to where I just sit and bitch and complain about stuff. That's a very much this is what happened. This is why I have to make YouTube work. And here are the things that I'm doing. Here are the things I'm learning on YouTube for other people that are, whether they're 50 years old and in the same case as I am, or they're 20 years old and they're starting a YouTube channel or whatever. But I like helping people. I like fucking with people that are kind of misunderstood, that have gotten a bad rap for whatever reason, and nobody wants to have given them the chance to hear them out. Those are my people. So I know a lot of my people are trying to find creative ways just to make a few dollars so they can eat, maybe take care of some health issues. Oddly enough, sitting here playing online and kind of talking is actually somewhat therapeutic too. And that's, I mean, another thing that I'm doing my channels for. It's very therapeutic. It's an outlet for a few things. But I see the attraction, the allure of just hanging out on a channel at night and just lurking in the background, just hanging out. I didn't understand it before, but I'm understanding it more now. It's like going to the bar after work or something. Just talking to some of the boys, having a good time. I got to be 8th or better. 12th now. I'm holding on to Bullet Bill. I think after this, once I get around that left turn, I'm going to punch it. Hold. All right, punch it. Oh, that dumped me right in front of the... I'm first? Oh, jeez. I mean, I guess that worked out for me. This is what I'm saying about Mario Kart and like Nintendo design games, that you don't have to be good. Like, I'm definitely not good. But they just allow you to be competitive. Now, there's no way I'm going to win. I'm not good enough to win, but I'm good enough to compete for most of the game. And that's why this game's fun. Boy, somebody's pummeling me from behind. That doesn't sound good, does it? But they were. Son of a gun. Oh! Oh, I made it through? Ow. All right. See, I'm in it. I am not good and I'm in it. Jeez, I'm way behind. All right, are they going to give me something so I can try to make this game? Nope, mushrooms. I mean, mushrooms are helpful, but I needed a bullet to get me in. I'll take that. We placed. In my opinion, I feel that sometimes people just want my monthly. 1,500 is not a lot of money. I mean, but that's relative. I mean, I think 1,500 is a lot. Think about turning this income over to Social Security just to have an apartment of my own is crazy. How people won't give you the time of the day until they find out how much money or income you got. Yeah, no, that, I mean, that's truth though. You're speaking the truth, Eric. It's the same with dealing. I just had this conversation. I don't know if you meant it for it to go this direction or not, but with a friend of mine, when we were both dads on the hockey team, we were the poorest families on the hockey team. And the way people deal with you when they perceive you to not be on their level, right? Or that you don't make the money that they made. And hockey families, for the most part, if nobody is familiar with it, it's a pretty wealthy group to play hockey. And people always would ask, you know, what do you do? What do you do? That's always one of those things. And people ask that because they want to try to figure out how they're going to interact with you, how serious they're going to be with you. And if you're not on their level, if you don't make that money on their level, you're never going to be seen or treated as such. Me and this other dad would talk about this all the time. All the time. Places we would go. Oh, what do you do? That's probably not how you meant it when you said that, Eric, but it's in line with kind of what you were saying, I think, if I understood you right. Nothing like getting zapped right there at the end, but I made it. Well, I hope you can figure out a way to get an apartment or something. I know that's tough with the way the market is. What time is it? 9:30? Try to think also in terms of your decision in dirt bike versus Switch 2. Can you make money with either one of those also? Like a Switch 2, you buy that. Could that be looked at as an investment to try to start your own channel, let's say? To where it's not just a gaming machine or something, but it's something that you're using to hopefully create content to make money somehow. Or are there ways maybe for even with the dirt bike? I don't know. Again, since I've never had one, I wouldn't know. So everything that I do now is viewed through the lens of, can I make it into some kind of content for one of the 5 channels I do? Like everything, anything that I buy. And that's why I started the DIY channel, because most of the time in this house, I am fixing something that is broke, that has either broken on its own merit or somebody that lived here broke it and I've got to fix it. And so all that content just comes naturally, right? I just basically film and talk about the stuff that I'm fixing. That's that. I have a business mindset. I'm always looking to try to hustle something. But, you know, with the DIY channel and then the heavy you know, we talk about Milwaukee tools quite a bit. And that goes hand in hand with DIY because I need the tools to fix things. So all of that is just content. It's like when the dishwasher went down. Filmed a long video on how to fix it, how I figured it out. I don't know the answers off the bat. I'm not one of those DIY guys. But I'm a good troubleshooting kind of a guy. Dishwasher broke? Okay, what do we need to figure out why it's not working? Rule some stuff out. Then it's, okay, well, what part do I need? What tools do I need to change that part out? Do I have that tool? If I don't, can I go buy it? And then now I don't feel guilty about spending money buying tools, because all that, I look at it, it's almost a business. Can't quite write it off as a business expense yet. But anything associated with fixing things for me in this house is part of that DIY channel. And then hopefully if I can get it, you know, get to 1,000 followers, 3,000 watch hours, and then start to monetize that. And then just about everybody that I know that's interesting, that have like a really good personality, they have a story to tell. I'm constantly like, you know, hey, why don't you let me interview you for the show, for one of my channels? Dang it. So I'm always thinking everything that I do now is in context of, can I make content with it? Because that has to be my business. I have to make this work. I can pause that at least and catch up on the comments. What's the one movie called with The Rock and the one dude you kind of remind me of him? I can't think of the actor's name and the name of that one movie. With The Rock. The actor wrestler Rock or the movie The Rock? Wasn't that a movie with Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage? You can make money with a dirt bike instead of walking to place or looking for work around town helps, and Nintendo Switch could help pass time. Yeah. Sony PlayStation, Vita handheld console, Nintendo Switch, OLED console, Sony PlayStation. So you have a bunch of stuff that you can make content with, gaming-wise, if you wanted to start like a gaming channel or something like that. Which I think a straight up gaming channel would be hard to monetize because it is so saturated. I'm adding the gaming aspect to my entertainment channel, hoping that would kind of work. Because it kind of goes hand in hand, like the gaming, and then people that are into gaming are generally into movies, music, tech stuff. So but what are your strengths? What are things that you're good at? I'm kind of thinking in terms of you creating a channel. Like, do you know interesting people? Are you good at interviewing people? Like, even within the gardening community, when I was doing that for 10 years, and there's money to be made. There were some big time gardening people, and I know that sounds funny to say, that were making big time money on social media with their accounts. I just got burned out doing just gardening, being just that garden guy. That's why I kind of quit doing it. And people are like, I can't believe you gave up your 50,000 subscriber TikTok account and your Instagram account. I'm like, yeah, if you don't feel it anymore, you don't like it, you start to resent it, it's not worth it. And it's not all for naught, too, because a lot of the stuff I learned developing that side of me for gardening, for the gardening account and stuff, I'm bringing that over to this. I learned a lot of stuff dealing with companies that approach you to, send you stuff, companies that'll pay you to make some content here and there. So all the things that I learned doing all that stuff, I'm applying it to this. But maybe Like, I'm curious, maybe you have a strength of something or something you're like really interested in that you could turn it into an account and monetize. And maybe that's different than what other people are doing. What kills me, though, is all the hard work I see that goes into creating these channels and the people that put forth a lot of the effort to be creative and do a lot of the research or doing a lot of editing on videos where they do a bunch of research on it. And then you could be this super attractive girl and just dance in front of the camera, just throw up the phone every day and do some dance, and you get 1 million followers and all these brand deals, and you don't do anything but just that. You just look cute. Am I salty about it? Yeah, maybe a little bit. And more power to them. I'm not taking anything away from them because, hey, they found a way to make money doing something that we would have had no idea that you could do 15 years ago. Like, I don't hate on any of those people that have figured out ways to make money. I'm just saying it's, you know, what must it be like to have gotten good genes at a time to where social media is big and you can make money doing basically nothing but just look good. I'm not salty. I was flipping through lives the other night, and I was like, a couple of these girls, I'd go back to their main accounts, and I'm like, do they do anything else other than the little dances or mouthing, lip syncing the words of the songs as they have like 1.2 million followers or something? And I go through and I was like, all of their videos are the exact same thing. They're just there to look cute. And I'm like, why do I have to work so hard? I gotta go let my dogs out after this one. 5-minute warning. This is our last map. That's what I had to do with my kids at night. 5-minute warning, then you guys gotta go to bed. Eric, have you thought about anything that you're totally into, that you could make money in, something that you're like, that really interests you? I understand we're not talking about, making $1 million doing something fun, but I'm just curious if there is something that you're super interested in, or you're something you're really good at or knowledgeable in. Because the other thing that I'm really good at is thinking outside the box for people. I remember after my first corporate job I had outside of school. Ooh, I made it. I'd gotten a sales job exporting container loads of computers off lease overseas my first 10 years out of school. And then I was like, this is driving me fucking crazy. It's making great money, but if you're not a 9-to-5 corporate guy and you're more on the creative end, it was a nightmare. But the first company that I tried to start on my own, and I don't look at it as a failure just because I don't do it now or anything. It was good learning experience, but it was, what did I call it? But we created photographic narratives, basically taking pictures that people would have. Let's say your grandparents' pictures of their wedding back in like 1950 or something. I would sit down with them and their pictures, scan in their pictures, and then make a video with their pictures, and then record audio of them telling the story behind the wedding of their pictures, photographic narratives. And started that business, tried that out for how long? A year or something. Had a few clients that actually did it, paid for it, which was great. They loved it. Kind of like birthing stories. The kids, I would get their pictures when they were, like, the parents would give me pictures of the kids when they were born, and so the parents would come in and I would put them down in front of the mic and get the story of how they met or something, so that they could give that to their kid when they grew up, down the road or something. And I would put it to a DVD. But things like that I'm into. I love just thinking about how to do different things. Unfortunately, it's just not ways. I gotta still work on making the money on that stuff. Let's see here. I'm good at writing drawings, and my hobbies are, basketball, huh? Did you play basketball like at school or something? I used to play, and then my body didn't hold up. I used to play at the park, if that told you how good I was. When you go down to the park in that area. But I was never that good. I mean, I played through high school, but I could play ball out in the public park in some places. Well, if you're good at writing and drawing, Like sitting down and actually drawing stuff out, or like on an iPad type thing, or what? I had a friend of mine that I used to do some stuff with a long time ago. I was trying to get them to start a channel to where they just set the camera up and then you just start drawing. I think they were like really good at like drawing almost like G.I. Joe type figures, right? And so they showed me a few. I was like, man, would you ever record yourself drawing? I never thought of it. I was like, you gotta set the camera up, start a channel, and start doing this. And I think the last time I even talked to them, their channel took off because other people were like, they enjoyed seeing somebody that has the creative ability to draw. All right, everybody. I appreciate you guys hanging out. We will see you on the next live stream. I don't know, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. But having fun. I'm trying to figure things out. I think I've got all of the details as far as the audio is all worked out. Video, I think it looks pretty good. So next thing I'm working on is doing a dual stream to where I've got the horizontal and the vertical going also, just in case. So gotta sit down and watch probably some YouTube videos on how to do it. So we'll see you guys maybe tomorrow.